name's Athena Stein. I'm from Brisbane, Australia, which is on the east coast of Australia in Queensland. When I was younger, I was always really into science. I was always asking why. My mum would always tear her hair out and say, I don't have any more answers. And my parents always bought me really scientific presents for Christmas to kind of foster that scientific mindset. As I grew up, my interest turned more and more towards the brain, understanding how does it work. There's still so much unknown. And so as I got older and I kind of became aware of mental illness and mental disorders around me and kind of in my family, it got me interested in the brain from that perspective, like where does that arise from in the brain, and how can that differ from person to person so much? And so, that prompted me to study neuroscience when I was in university. And I kind of started from a more biomedical wet lab perspective, and then finally found my feet in the field of brain stimulation and neuroimaging to kind of look at non-invasive ways that we can change brain activity and observe the effects that we have through neuroimaging like EEG and MRI, for example.
I first met Athena at an international brain stimulation conference, and it was very clear to me that she is not only a hard and smart worker, but also that she has an ambitious, strong vision of what impact brain stimulation could have for different clinical populations. And that's exactly what we study here, and the kind of people do incredibly well here. So I was delighted when she approached me that she would like to do that last stage of her training with us here at Carolina.
And I specifically wanted to come to this lab because this lab is quite unique in a few ways. We look at using non-invasive brain stimulation as a treatment for psychiatry, but the techniques we use here are very novel. They're personalized closed-loop techniques, which means that we measure people's brain activity and then dynamically stimulate depending on that person's brain activity.
I think it's a fact that UNC attracts amazing talent and scientists in training from across the world. What we share is that understanding that this country and this state and this university really creates an amazing environment for people from all kinds of backgrounds across the globe come here to do science together.
That kind of just makes you feel a bit more at home because everyone has this kind of international experience, and they're all interested in seeing different things and trying out different things, and they bring all sorts of different perspectives, which is also really nice. I think what inspires me the most about working in this field is that we're developing new treatments that are non-pharmacological. So of course pharmacology, like medications, are the gold standard treatment in most psychiatric conditions, and that's great, but many patients don't actually respond well to those medications, and for those patients there aren't that many other options. So if we can develop other treatments like non-invasive brain stimulation that are another option when someone doesn't respond to medication, I think that's very cool. It's also the fact that we can directly modulate parts of the brain that we think are implicated in this disorder rather than a medication which you take and it affects the entire body and you have side effects. With brain stimulation, there are very few side effects.
And Athena has that expertise, which will really be kind of the linchpin for us to get to the next level. Not only that, she studied this in a very challenging population of children with some of them quite severe traumatic brain injuries. So having successfully pulled off that kind of research is really crucial and unique for the success we're building here together at Carolina.
It's been really great working with Flavio. I feel like we're just on the same wavelength, we have the same kind of missions. At the moment, I'm here for the next 2 years as a postdoc. And then honestly, I really don't know. I think it's really exciting how fast things are moving in the US. There's a lot more opportunities here. There's a lot more expertise and skills here. So I don't know exactly what's in store for the future, but I know that I'm in a good place right now.